So I'm doing my psychology today on Bringing the Battle Home is the name of the article. It's about how soldiers are mentally affected and emotionally affected after being brought home from a combat situation and how that affects their daily lives and how that can be blocking them from getting the help they need uh, due to stigmatisms and just stuff like when they go for the test that they're given after a combat situation after they've been deployed. That test is a multiple fill in the questions, just basic bubble test. And when they take it, and if they're determined as mentally unfit, emotionally disturbed, anything like that, they can actually be kept from their families longer for treatment and for more testing, just to make sure that they're going to be okay. But most soldiers will lie on this test and they will make it seem less than what it really is because they want to go home and they want to see their families. And this stays on their permanent record that they keep, that the government keeps on them, and it can keep them from being promoted to a higher rank. It can keep them from being accepted by other soldiers, especially if it's just a rumor that goes around or someone hears about it or something like that. They don't want to be caught in a situation that they seem emotionally disrupt or weak, because soldiers not supposed to be like that. If a soldier doesn't ask for help, the article says there's a good chance that they're not going to get it. Just because the signs are a lot harder to tell in them because of how they were trained and how they have reacted to the situations they see. There's some that's very easy to see what is going on with them because some people aren't as mentally built up as some of these soldiers are, that can just kind of push it down and kind of hide it from the world. Although the emotional problems post-war are understood, it's hard for them to seek the care that they need just because of these worries. They know what the problems are. It's just the people that need the help are not actually getting it. With it becoming part of their personal file, that's probably one of the biggest disruptors. Is if somebody wants to advance in the military, if they want to become something more than an enlist or something more than just a lieutenant, it'd make it more difficult for them, because on their permanent record it shows they have PTSD or they have some kind of nervous disorder or something like that, or some kind of emotional break from these stressful situations, like being shot at and blown up and other things like that. And I see where they're coming from in this article. I have relatives in the military. One was, I think he served two tours in Afghanistan or Iraq, one of the two. He was definitely a different person when he came back. Uh, they act a certain way. They don't have the same social skills that they did. They act differently. And he started drinking a lot more. He's still a major in the Army. He stayed and out in Tennessee. But it shows how it changes a person, how it can change a man from being okay mentally, stable and normal, to going into a high stress situation, a life threatening situation, and coming back out of that and trying to reintegrate into society, try to increase their ranking in the military or increase their stature with comrades when they have a mental disorder, and they have to admit that. And it makes it very difficult for them, which is why most of them don't seek the help they need, and they don't get the help they need. And there's plenty of organizations out there that are trying to help with situations like that. Try to keep the alcohol rates down, suicide rates down, but it's an ongoing battle, a battle that goes on after the main one.